Hi there. In this screencast, I'm going to explain how you can maximize the chances of delivery of your RomanCart order confirmation emails to both yourselves, the merchant, and to your customers as well. In other words, make sure your customers get their order confirmation emails and make sure you get sent them as well. Now, it may be that you're a merchant who's been using RomanCart for a long time and suddenly you're getting problems with emails not being received by your customers or yourself, or it may be that you've just started using RomanCart and you want to make sure you set this up correctly. Either way, keep watching this video. There is a reason. If you're a long-term merchant, then there's a reason why things may have changed over time, and that's simply because mail servers are under huge pressure to stop spam emails from getting through, so they're always updating themselves with new different systems to try and stop that. And the one we're going to cover in this particular screencast is SPF DNS records. Okay, you may not be familiar with DNS, you may have never heard of SPF, but that's what we're going to talk about here, and you're going to need to kind of understand how this works, because you're going to need to set this up, and we'll explain exactly how you can do that in this screencast. So let's take a look. Let's imagine I'm this merchant here, sportcams.co.uk, and I'm selling, I don't know, sport cams on my website, and I want to maximize the chances of getting confirmation emails, or maybe customers are saying they're not receiving them. So the first thing that you need to do is to go into the Sales Manager, which is at Manage Sales. And on the right-hand side, just make sure you've got an envelope icon in the MEML and the CEML columns. That means merchant email and customer email for a paid order. So when an order is paid, the email should automatically be sent out. You may not have received them, but those icons should be there showing the system has actually sent them. All right. We're going to look into why you might not have received them. But if you're seeing dashes in there, then you need to go into the configure menu, look at the payment methods, and make sure you're actually triggering the emails to be sent, which is something you want to check if you're seeing dashes in there. But this video is really aimed at if you're seeing the envelope icons there, but you're not getting those emails. So the next place to go is Tools, Options, Email, and this is where your email settings are set up. So we've got this top box here. This is where you want the merchant email to be sent. So your confirmation email for the merchant to you, this is where it's going to be sent. But more importantly for this particular video are these two fields here. These are where the customer email is going to appear that it has come from, and this is where the merchant email is going to appear that it has come from. I'll start with the merchant email. To keep it really simple, just make sure that says service@romanclick.com. All right, just don't change it from that, because that's all set up correctly. You should get those emails. It should just be set to service@romanclick.com. It warns you that if you change it to anything else, then your emails might not work. It is possible to change other things. Just watch the rest of this video and make sure you set it up as per this. But we recommend you just leave that at service@romanclick.com. For the confirmation email return address for the customer, this needs to be a domain email, right? So don't use like a Gmail address or a Hotmail or whatever you've got from free accounts. So this needs to be on your domain name. So here we're using sales@sportcams.co.uk, and the reason why that is because you need to set up an SPF DNS record on this domain, in this case sportcams.co.uk, to give permission for RomanCart to send emails on your behalf. Obviously, you can't change the DNS on Gmail or .com or Hotmail.com or whatever it is, so you need to be using your own domain name for the email. And obviously, you know, most people have got domain-based email, and you can get them from Gmail or Office 365, wherever you want to get them from. Most businesses have their domain-based email. Anyway, just make sure you're using yours here. So we're sending this then from sales@sportcams.co.uk. So what do we need to do here? Well, the first thing we need to do is to check whether we've got an SPF record set up at sportcams.co.uk at the moment. And just before I do that, the RomanCart mail servers are shown at the top here. So we need to set up an SPF record giving this domain, sportcams.co.uk, permission to send emails from Mail1 and Mail2, these email servers at the top here. So firstly, let's just check what SPF record is set up at the moment. If I go to this website here, this is MX Toolbox. You'll see there's a link there. You could just search for SPF lookup and you'll find loads like this. But I'm just going to search for sportcams.co.uk and click on the search there. And you can see here it says no SPF record found. So this is a recipe for disaster in receiving emails. I haven't even got an SPF record set up there. So there's a high chance I won't get any emails sent from this domain by RomanCart. So how do we set that up? The first thing, the easiest way of doing this is there's a website called SPF Wizard. and this is at spfwizard.net. Just go here and you can set up your SPF record really easy. So I'm going to do that now. sportcams.co.uk. Now, you want to be really careful with this, because if you're using another email system, like if you are using Office 365 or whatever on your domain-based email, you want to also, you've probably got an SPF record. You can only have one SPF record, and you're going to have to modify it to add the RomanCart mail service. I can't tell you how to do that because everyone's set up differently. Just be really careful. Make a note of what it is to begin with, so you can always put it back, because you don't want to break your existing mail server. Normally, though, this would be yes. I'd set that to yes. And you may have, again, if you've got other mail servers, make sure you include those as well. But I'm going to use the RomanCart ones on this, so because that's all this is going to be using. So I'll paste them in this box here. So this is add any other server host name that may deliver relay emails. So I'll put that in there. So it's mail one there, and then you put a space, and you put the second one after that. Hold on. There you go. So that's done that. And you'll see it's kind of builds the SPF record at the top. We're going to use this in a second. And for me, it says here, how strict should the servers be treating the emails? I mean, for me, I'd do soft fail. You could do neutral, you could do whatever you like on there, but for me, I just kind of non-compliant emails have been accepted but marked. So I'll just put that there. And then so that's done it. That's created the SPF record. The SPF record, confusingly, is the bit between the quotes up here, right? So I'm just going to highlight that and press Control C. And now I'm going to add that to my DNS for SportCams. Now we're using Cloudflare for this. Totally recommend that you use Cloudflare. But whatever DNS you're using, it may be with your domain name provider. You may be using something else. Again, I can't explain to you how to use your DNS provider, but I will show you Cloudflare. If I flip to Cloudflare. So this is the DNS page for sportcams.co.uk, and I'm going to actually click on Add Record. We don't have an SPF record at the moment. The type is TXT. There is no type for SPF. It's TXT. So it's a TXT record, which means obviously text. The name, just put root, which is an @ symbol. Content, paste in the stuff between the quotes from spfwizard.net, and that's all we need, and then click on Save. So that's added that. Now, you want to allow up to 48 hours for that to take effect. If you go to an SPF lookup, you might find it finds it really quickly, because especially with Cloudflare, I mean, that changes instantly. But it might take a while for other mail servers to update themselves with your SPF record. So give it, at least 48 hours before you checking that it's working. If I click on just to check this now, let's see if it's found it yet. There we go. So this lookup tool has found it, and it's green, which is really good. So that means it's set up correctly. Obviously, your SPF record may look different. You might have other mail servers in there as well. But that's what it should look like. And then just wait 48 hours, and you should find that your emails start working, and you shouldn't get any further problems with that. So thanks for watching this. Hopefully that's helped you resolve any delivery problems for the order confirmation email.